let my tape rock to my tape hop. I let my tape rock to my tape hop. I let my tape rock to my tape hop. I let my tape rock to my tape hop.
Hey, everybody. Hey. Welcome back to another episode of Conversations on Side B, the podcast with your girl, El Renee. And I'm excited to be back. It's been almost a month already, but you know, life's been lifing, but we're going to keep it pushing with our second episode. How many of y'all tuned in for my mama's episode? Did y'all enjoy her? Let me give her a shout out real quick. We're definitely coming back for a part 2 with Mama because she was dropping some nuggets and that hour passed by and we didn't get a chance to get into half of what we wanted to talk about as far as motherhood and family and raising children as a single mother, raising children with a blended family, all those good things, the struggles, the woes. So we're going to get back into that later on. But right now, I want to introduce my guest today. Go on and get this out the way so we can get into it. So as you all know, if this is your first time tuning in to Conversations on Side B, the concept of this podcast is, you know, you envision a cassette tape and all the jams, all the hits are on side A, and you had to be intentional about side B, wanting to hear what was on that side because they put a lot of the songs that, you know, they were right, but they wasn't the best, so to say. But yeah, we want to flip that tape over and talk about these things. So with that concept, you know, we started off with Mama, you know, family, and we're going to keep it in a relationship genre. And we have joined me today, none other than my baby father. He hates that. That's why I did that, y'all, because I want to set him off early. He hates being called a baby daddy, but you know, he's more than a baby daddy. He is my life partner and one of my best friends. And we're journeying through life together. So we want to talk about that live. Right. So y'all give it up for Terry TJ Jeans Jr. Y'all give it up for TJ, y'all. What's up, TJ? I know, right?
On L.
Boy, I like you. You know me.
Yes.
Okay.
Renee.
B.
Can't call you B.
Yes, you can. We're going to be raw and real. So y'all know we were supposed to do this last week, Monday, right? Mm-hmm. We were going to do it for Valentine's.
Tell them why. Tell them why, Lavonda.
My.
We were going to do it for Valentine's Day. I'm going to be real. I was in my feelings real bad, y'all. Like, you know, something that happened over the weekend and it just kind of lingered over for me. I'll say for me, you know, I'll own that. Mm-hmm. It lingered over into the week and I just wasn't in the right mindset. Because one thing about it, like I told you in the car, I want us to be raw and real, but everybody can't handle the raw. And I think we would have been too raw had we come up in here last Monday.
No.
You don't think so?
It would have just been what people don't see.
But see, okay, and I feel you. It would have been honest, but I feel like now we can still talk about, for me, it's like we could talk about what that was, but it won't be with such, you know what I mean, such raw emotion. You know what I mean?
But that's what we want, right?
I bet.
Well, got to resolve from it. From someone else watching. I don't know. It would have been like, L, you wrong. You wrong, L.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I love the faith that you have in us. Have a little faith in me. But yeah, we're excited. I'm excited to have you. I think this is
I'm excited to be here.
You know, what everybody needs to see, what everybody wants to see, because so many people love us. Mm-hmm. We love us. Mm-hmm. And you know, we gotta, you know, we gotta roll. Rolling with the homie. Okay. Let's see who's tuning in already. Oh, y'all in here. Get in there. Yeah. Y'all messing now. Y'all are tuned in. Look at we got Sharice. We got Memphis, Tennessee in the building. Listen. Sharice, April, hey sis, Britt Nicole, Yogi, hey sis, Simone, my Aussie. What's up, everybody? Hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. But we're gonna jump into it. I got some shout outs. I'm still working through the kinks of this whole setup. But listen, my shout outs this week are going to start with my girl, my son's godmother and godfather, Delicious Bites grand opening. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Y'all give it up for Tamira and Corey White of Delicious Bites. They will be having their grand opening. Listen, they're opening a bakery in Wauwatosa, 65th and North Avenue. 6538 West North Avenue is the exact address. This coming Wednesday, they will be opening their doors. Now, if you've been around Milwaukee, any kind of events, anything, they've been out here hustling, like literally selling bakery treats and all the things out of their trunk, out of their house. But they have a now brick and mortar, 65th and North Avenue in the heart of Wauwatosa. Beautiful space. I drove past there today and saw that black and white awning, and I just smiled because I'm so happy for my people, y'all. We are still moving and grinding in during this post-pandemic and making things happen. So you all make sure you go out and support them from noon to 6 or 7, I believe, on Wednesday, but I believe thereafter they'll be open every day. So Delicious Bites, Tamira and Corey White, shouts out to them. Congratulations, family. I'm so happy for you. Sean Hinton, our brother, has released an album. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Clap it up for Sean Hinton. Yeah. For those of you who know, he is the guitarist extraordinaire for a lot of artists, but more specifically Mary J. Blige and Jill Scott. He's rocked with them for years now, but he has his own sound, his own music. He's a producer. The title of that album is called Art, and it's so dope, y'all. I'm not just saying that because I know him, but like it's literally feel good music. Like turn it on a Saturday when you get dressed and get all the feels. So make sure you go check that out. It's available everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, all those places. Okay. Groove Theory, Growing Nation. Any Growing Nation fans tuning in? What's up, Mario? This Saturday, Growing Nation will be having a reunion sponsored by the Groove Theory. The Black Lens Festival. That whole, crew. They're putting together a Growing Nation reunion this Saturday at the Cooperage. I believe general admission tickets are still available, so make sure you plan to attend. That's Adi, you got Sean, you got Afton, you got Tunde, you got Element, Mike Evans. I mean, so many amazing Milwaukee artists on one stage with that Milwaukee sound. I'm excited because that's all I've heard about. So I'm excited to witness this finally. And last but not least, is it a drum roll on here? Hold on, let me. Ain't no drum roll on here? Okay, well, I'm going to make one. Oh, yeah. This coming Friday, February the 24th, Sounds of Elevation. That's right. Your girl will be in concert, y'all. I'm curating my own show as an artist this Friday night at the Lower Level Lounge. Shout out to Sterling Odom. I'm so excited. I'm nervous, of course, but I'm excited. I'm finally doing it. I'm putting all that extra stuff to the side, and I'm making it happen this year, y'all. I'm 40. I ain't got time for nothing else. So if you don't have your tickets already, please, I'll post the link a little bit later. It's on my page now. If you go to my page and it's pinned there, just go and grab those general admission tickets. There's still some available. We're going to have a great time. I've got TJ joining me. TJ's going to be playing the drums, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, so TJ on the set. Of course, I've got D. Yancey, Jonas Jones on background. I've got my brother Ace Julie on the bass. Zay Will be on the keys. D Will on the guitar. And, it's going to be a vibe. That's what I want, just to be a vibe. So bring those good vibes out. All right. So boom, I got all those preliminaries. Oh, shout out to Tone. What up? Always. I haven't seen him in so long. Tone, thank you so much for everything, man. I appreciate you. So yes, so glad for your post on this one. Yes, thank you, Britt. Yes, I'm so excited to see all of you all. So what's up, TJ?
Nothing much. Getting my interviewer voice. No, I'm
no,
good.
I don't know. Like I didn't really formulate a whole bunch of questions. I wanted us to kind of flow. As we do, we're pretty organic.
Yeah.
So I wanted us to do that. So we've been together how long?
No, you have to think about it. Don't ask me like
no, we've been together
about
6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was like a random year of like, huh? What? Like this
for real?
This for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about 6 years. Yeah. 6 long, wonderful. I'm holding on years.
Okay, because I was about to say, have they really been?
No, it hasn't been bad at all. It's just been growth. Like we grow, and two people growing that you grow up in 2 different households, so the process is gonna be different. Where we growing from, where we starting from, is gonna be different. But it's just patience and mercy.
It doesn't even feel like it's been 6 years though.
It does.
Like when we have to think about it, it's not like you get lost in the time. Yeah. It's like we've been rocking for a while. That just I keep tabs on the time. I know the time, but not to where it's like,
Yeah, you keep tabs on the time. We've been together this long. No, but
you put the negative, connotation on that though.
Yeah, I do.
But how has it been though for you?
It has been an experience. I always tell you from the first time we met, it's just been like, is this person really who she is? And I found out that you are. It was just when we met and when we got to talking, it was a weird spot. So the wonder and I wonder how this person is like all those things are answered. And it's like
that Erykah Badu song. Now, like that beginning part.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah. It was like, I wonder when we got our situations and things, but
when I did, and when we did, we're able to entertain
when the stars align.
Right. It was everything that I thought it would be. Still having to learn you and
each other.
Yeah. And just learn that part of you, just talking to you how we used to talk. That's totally different from how we are now, because now I need to know everything. I need to know what makes you tick, what makes you, what I'm saying, feel this way, what turns you on, what starts to turn offs and things like that. But
wow. And please don't beat me up for that. But you saying that really was just like an awakening and a revelation for me, in a perspective that I had never honestly viewed in that way. Like, we know each other and we've been rocking and we've been friends, like best friends, like, but now I have to learn those other core, those more intimate parts. And that's, I think, where we're different, because we're different in so many ways and it works, but I've never looked at it that way until like literally this moment. Like, wow, I have to hone in on what makes him tick and what makes him smile and what makes him this and that. I just jumped in and started doing life, you know what I mean, as it was, and not fixing what I didn't think was broke.
And it don't feel like you didn't.
Really? That makes me feel good.
I mean, just because you've probably heard me say before, oh, I like this and I like that. So you know it, but to practice that and make sure you kind of stand up on it with the person you're with, it don't seem like, you lack that. So just wondering, can't wait to see how it is when you do tap into that area.
It's so with the time thing, I really want to release myself from that, because like you said, I do keep tabs, but it's not to put it with a deadline. I always look at like what we could be doing different. You always look at what we are doing different, and it makes us work. But I feel like if we both were on the same page and we started doing that more often, we could progress and grow more. So I'm working on it.
You are.
You know,
I ain't never said you wasn't.
you didn't, but you know. So for me, with you, it's changed me in so many great ways. I've always come from like this is my first real relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had situationships where I wasn't committed. Well, I just saw it today. Like I'm single but unavailable.
Yeah.
I've always been in situations like that where I'm single as ever, but I was supposedly unavailable. So now to be in a committed relationship where we're choosing each other, you know, and we're committed to one another, this is new for me. And because of that, like you're showing me just like that previous thing, you know, I have to be intentional about certain things. And I know for me, I a lot of times bring my past behaviors. Granted, like what happened last Monday, you know what I mean? Those past behaviors of find their way over here into this, and you know,
some of it is just you though. It's just that's your character, and that's how it is. But you have to learn how to. What?
I know. I'm reading the comments now. I need to figure out how to get to the comments, y'all. Hold on. Okay.
But yeah, it
I didn't know that. See, I don't even know what you're talking about, Jasmine.
She probably talking. What are you talking about, Jasmine?
Okay, awkward. I'm gonna try to keep on the comments. I'm on the live now too with my Okay, perfect. Commercial break. Hold on. All right, let's see where we are. I see. Y'all better come get y'all one of these, a TDR podcasting network.
Mm-hmm.
If you're thinking about starting a podcast, y'all better come on over here with Tone. I'm telling you. All you got to do is show up and show out. Okay, let's see. I don't even know what
she said. That was her first real relationship.
Yes, Jazz. You know what, child? Had I treated people like they was my man? Yes, for far too long, but they really weren't. Like they were really community commodity, honestly. But I, I allowed myself to fit into this triangle or square or octagon of people. But this is the first one where, I'm the one. You know what I'm saying? It's just a straight line. It's a back and forth thing. So yeah, that's what it is. Commune show. Okay, community. It was community. But we here now. That's right, Jasmine. And that's why this is so important for me. Because our relationship is so public, even though it's not, but it is, because we are both performers in the city. We both know a lot of people. And then for the uniqueness of how our relationship surfaced, I would say. And I say that very, very mildly, because when I say surface, it could be like it came from up under the ground. Right. And it wasn't that, but the way we came about was unconventional, but it's a testament to divine connection. What's meant for you is going to be for you. We may not even have wanted, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have I wouldn't have chose for it to happen the way it did, but I don't apologize if that makes sense.
For the outcome.
I don't apologize for the outcome, but the things that happen within our connection, those things, I don't, and we're not gonna get into all of that. If you know, you know. If you don't know, inbox me. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, intentionally causing hurt or harm to anyone is not ever the move. Yeah. But like I said, when two people are aligned and connected, and you try to run, because I ain't gonna necessarily say I was game from the beginning.
No, but you tried to play a little hard to get. Not even hard to get. It was just you had to be sure.
I did, because of the situation.
Yeah, the situation, just period.
I had to be sure that this what I thought I felt.
Charles West Hair said he finna inbox you.
Ooh. Come on, Charlie. Yes, please do. No, I had to be sure because of that. I'm not a person of conflict. Contrary to popular belief, I do not like drama. I don't like being involved in it. It makes me itch. And so just that whole thing, it brought about a whole lot of, unwanted attention.
Yeah.
It put my character into question, and I also never been a person to prove who I am either. So it was a very unique thing. But love, I had to be sure. And I know I chose what was right because you are genuinely like the best thing that,
We're recording this right
it's not valid because I didn't even finish my statement. You could have.
Oh no, you finished it.
No, no, for real. You are the best thing that could have happened to me. When it comes to love and the thing of relationships, even through our hardships. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine doing life, doing this thing with nobody else because your heart is so genuine. And I know that's what keeps us afloat is because we're alike in so many ways, even our upbringings, in the aspect of, being spoiled and just work ethic, all those things we connect in so many ways. So we're really, truly growing up together. We're growing up together. And we're right around the corner. We were in the same circuit. I was at Jordan. You was at
Holy
Temple. And
going to Jordan.
We missed each other just like this. That one summer in 98, I came here for a whole summer. Yeah. And that summer, I think you started playing at Jordan. And I left to go back to school. Yeah. So, we had just missed each other. So what's meant to be is going to be. And I had to stop fighting what I knew I deserved. I deserved to be loved. I deserved to be adored. I deserved for someone to support me and to listen to me and to really, truly care. It didn't say that you had to be perfect. It didn't say I had to be perfect, but that's what you've been. And I appreciate you for that.
Appreciate you too. Love.
I know I don't always say that, and I'm not using the platform to just
do
it.
I accept it just like
I know you soaking it in.
Like we home by ourselves.
Right.
But no, and I really appreciate you for choosing me. I know you probably like, you said that? Yeah, I did, because I didn't. Not that I didn't like it before. Yeah, you were big on that. It was just.
Can I ask you, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but why was that in the beginning? No, that was like negative for you to hear me say, I chose you.
I don't know. And I guess because exactly the way you say it right now, like I chose you. Like,
I'm saying it the way that you would say it though. I didn't think I was saying it that way, but you would always like, you chose me.
Yeah, I can't even tell you why. I ain't even gonna make up nothing for views or anything, but I don't know why it just felt like chose me. But that was growth. I had to grow and probably heard somebody else, said, or heard a woman say, explained it better or broke it down like I chose this person because of A, B, and C, D, E, F, G. But now that I'm of age and mature in that area, I accept that because you did. And I appreciate you for that because you didn't have to.
Right.
But you chose me.
It's like Yogi said he was sweating you. You were sweating me.
What's that?
Wait. Hold on. What do you want?
What you want?
I'm trying to find the button.
I was sweating you.
What a ding ding ding. What a ding ding button is. Yeah, I mean, not in a way till I was like, oh my God, this dude, you showed me. No,
Mackie said yes, I was.
You did
and I
though.
know it wasn't a sweating, it was.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted. I had hinted around to other people before I even knew and got to speak and say anything to you. I want her.
And that was just off of seeing,
I had never spoken anything to you, but it was just, it's that aura that you have, yo. It's told you got an Erykah Badu spirit to you.
Yeah, I don't like that because that's
It's not. Erykah Badu can still flip a person around. And
you know,
have,
I
you
ain't selling
have
no
that.
incense though.
You know what? No.
No, but
Bees.
yeah, I do beads.
No, bees. That's the name of it. It says bees.
Boy, gone.
No.
Get away.
No, you are. I probably never tell you. I probably do tell you, but I really appreciate you for being there and sticking with me,
Mm-hmm.
like sticking it out. You could have left so many times.
Mm-hmm. This was before we got together, like just in the come up. I'll just say the come up. Because for me, in that space and time we were in, it wasn't about relationship. It wasn't about getting with you. It was just I saw a pure soul who was kind of like just floating around in life. You know, after talking to you
Mhm.
and communicating with you and just seeing like, man, this is a really dope man. And I even tell you now,
Mhm.
even if it's not me, I still want you to be the best you're supposed to be just because that's who you are. Like
Mhm.
TJ is an amazing person. You're a great friend, helpful, always supportive. Like you will do anything for anybody. And so seeing that and not seeing you live to your greatest potential, that's where I kind of I would say fell into this with you. Like I wanted to be that person to uplift you and to, you know what I'm saying, pull out all of that was in you, your art, like, you know, you're an artist you're an artist and all those gifts that live within you. I wanted to
Mhm.
be that person to, you know, bring those to light.
I
So
thought about that today when I was down there painting. Like we talked about it, you said it, and I had just never went down there and painted just because of so many different reasons. Not knowing what to paint,
mhm.
just what feeling like it. I'm using that excuse, oh, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. But I told you this before. When you say certain things to me, when you say stuff to me, I hold to that. Like
Yeah.
I take it to heart. And you said it in a way to where it wasn't like you ain't doing nothing else. It was soothing. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll work. You was giving me that other option. And I went down there and was painting today, went back today. And that was weird because I'm like, this the second day consecutively.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, she always know what to say.
Right. And that's important for me to know that you know my tone.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's never the act per se, it's the principle. And my tone may come across like, nigga, what are you doing? But you know, the core of that is like, I want to see you do this. I want to see you succeed. So that painting, like I told you, I wish I had something to do with my hands and you've got this space. For me, it's like that's your way to get away. You know,
Yeah.
it's the last, you know, few months have been a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So just to give you that escape but to know that your family, we're still there, but you got that space that you can go to on your own. I think that's important for men. And y'all don't, we as women, we do a lot of self-care and we make time for self-care. Like I made time for self-care today. You all go get your hair cut. That's about it. But you don't create space for you all to have that moment where you're not worried about the grass or the snow being shoveled or the garbage being taken out. It's just you doing something for yourself, and you have a gift. So it's not to get you away from me. I'll say
it's to get you, and that's what it was. We were sitting. Now that you said it, that's what it was. It wasn't to help me. It wasn't to get me going. We were sitting. I was sitting there, and you didn't want me sitting. It was one of those like, what you doing here looking at my face? Don't you got something else you could be doing?
Y'all, okay, so we're gonna be real, right?
Be real.
No, it's not that I don't want you there, but you know I like my space too, TJ. You know I do.
Use my art to get me away.
But hey, it's twofold though.
You're right. She sent me
I did.
Sent me off. Nah. It was a good send off though, because like I said, that's my time to really get back into that, and I needed to.
Yeah,
and you helped me.
No, that's the underlying thing. Yeah, like 2-3% of it, 3.7% was okay, 5% was for me to just have my own space. You know what I mean? Because I did say I'm gonna start going upstairs to the room more and just chilling up there, making my little prayer closet, sitting sitting there and stuff. But just to give us space to miss each other, even within the confinements of our home, because we got this beautiful home now. Because where we've come from. Just recently,
Like we ain't come
moving.
from no shack. or
Right now,
nothing.
we ain't
It's
come
just-
from the slums or nothing, but we were in a space that we did not like.
Mhm.
I mean, from March of last year until December of last year was probably the toughest, not the toughest times of my life, but it was a lot to bear emotionally and mentally. Being uprooted from a house that we loved, and to have to move, and we moved to an area and location that wasn't so good, you know what I mean, and just having to
It
make it work. But
was.
we made it work, though. That was that showed us in that time that we know how to make things work when we have to. So we did grow together in that area, just always holding each other up. And then but now we're back into a space where I look forward to coming home. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to leave. On my days off, I would love for us to just have lazy day. Like early today when we were sitting on the couch, I didn't want to go get my nails done. I was like, dang, but I gotta go today. But I enjoyed that time of us just sitting together and on the couch and just chilling. And I forgot the point that I was getting to. The devil done stole my prayer. Yeah.
Been around me.
I do like
She do, but she don't.
I do and I don't, but it's those
Mackie
moments
said
like
you
where I
alone
know
now.
if you've been downstairs in the basement painting for an hour or two, I'm like, dang, give me time to come find you. And I'm not saying that you hover over me now. I don't want to get it twisted like that. But we, I want us to create that space where we here, I'm here, I know you're here, but we're doing our own things.
I get it. Like I
You
said,
like, yeah. But no, yeah.
That's it. Just know when I'm down there and I'm doing that, it's always that. Even if you just come down there, stick your head in.
Yeah.
Like, don't leave me down there.
Right.
Like you get lost. Like
that's what I'm getting to. I want to jump to. I had posted. Yeah, I had posted a couple. I posted. Shoot, the devil is busy in my tongue on today. I could get my words out. What topics you all wanted to hear, and a few people commented. Let me find it. My girl Tia, my friend, my boo. She said, outside of the physical, what's your intimate love language, or what do you identify as a love language?
I seen that, and it's messed up because mine is physical touch. So outside of that, it will be quality time. Like being around you it's like cool. You one of the homies.
Yeah.
We can chill, we
Right.
can watch comedies, do whatever. But yeah, it's the time. Not on the phone, it's just the time. It's us.
Mm-hmm.
I've
been because I tried. I'm learning to respect your wishes more. Like being more conscious of my phone.
I know you got a show coming up and you got people in, so you're doing your little business stuff, but I know I'll let you know when it's be over here,
right?
Not in here, so
right.
That's all. But yeah, that's
quality time.
That's
and touch is yours too.
But that it falls in physical. So if I can't get the physical, or touch stuff like that, just sit right here with me.
Share your space.
Yeah.
A love language for me.
Have you figured yours out? Because I asked you before.
I don't think I have. I was gonna say,
yeah,
it could be like a mashup of everything. It's in its time. You know what I mean? I don't think I really have one though, and I'm not gonna force one and say, "Oh, it's words of affirmation." It's not really that.
It is something. You have a love language because it's something that you acquire from me that makes you feel, oh, this is when I'm bubbly on the inside. This is the love language. This is when I know this person loved me. This person will do anything for me. Like that's You have a love language.
You're my love language.
Is that right? Come on here.
Shut a little more.
Come on, Lil Jones.
All right. No,
Do you know what they are?
Good though. Not all of them. I know it's touch, words of affirmation. Well, words, right? Quality time, acts of service. It's only
and gift giving.
5. It's 5. Yeah. It's definitely not the gift giving. It's not that. I would say maybe if I had to, acts of service, because that service can be multiple things.
Yeah.
So I would say I would lean closer to that one. Yeah, I'm gonna take the quiz. Yeah, that's good, Quita. Hey, boo. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Acts of service.
Take the quiz because you looking at me like me. That's might be my servant.
No. Bow down. No, never.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. What's something that your last that you lost in your relationship? Ooh, that you want to go back to. That's good, T. I want to get back to us being like friends for real. I think I do better with that than you. You took us away. You took my friend away.
What?
No, I mean, it's like when we were just friends and we would talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. When we got together, it felt like certain things I couldn't say without you looking the way you look right now.
Who's to say we wasn't on the phone? I was looking at the phone.
That's true. That is true. That is true. But you seemed to be more accepting of my truth and my past, and those things that made me who I am. I
don't care about your past. I think it's just you that when you give it to me in pieces, or like I ain't ready to tell you this yet, or that ain't important, or what is that gonna change if you know that?
I still feel that way. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean, but that's just that's like, you can't.
And see, that's the residue, though. I will say that's the residue of the whole situationship thing, because you're not obligated to disclose anything. You know what I'm saying? If we just dealing with each other on whatever level, I don't have to.
Yeah.
So it's still.
I'll tell you that.
Huh?
But for me, for us,
yeah,
like that's that help. Like I'm never gonna know this information and use it against you or bring it up in heated discussions. Like, oh, but no, I know it. It ain't gonna change. I love you the same.
Right. But why? And it's not, and I'm not saying this because it's still things, but why? I feel like for me, if this was the day before I met you, none of that should matter. Why do you have to know what happened the day before I met you? Why do I have to know what happened?
You robbed somebody the day before that I met you.
Okay.
Then this dude come up to me, smack the hell out you and me. I'm like, what you smack us for? And he like, cause she robbed me. I wouldn't have been in that. I wouldn't have been in that situation if I would have known that, because I would have been my choice.
So you think one of my past dudes gonna come back and clock us over the head?
Nah, I doubt it.
They ain't gonna do that.
Doubt it. Doubt it.
So I mean, and I think a lot of that is personal. As a woman, we're free about what we do, and then sometimes it could be some shame in our past. So to now tell this man that I'm committing myself to, I've done XYZ, that's not always easy. So just take. So just take.
What did you tell me?
I'm telling you what, and don't take this wrong, but I'm telling you what you need to know. Because y'all as men, you will say, "Oh, we just want to know," but it's that corner right here in the back of your head. It's like, you a hoe. Or that I'm not me, but I'm just saying,
if that's the case, then you my hoe. If I'm gonna look at it like that, I said it. It's not gonna change anything. It's just because I don't have anything like that I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
But if we talking about something, if I ask you a question about something and it get thrown to the side, or it's that, why you want to know that?
Mm-hmm.
Why you
don't you
can't
wanna
tell me that?
And I mean, for me, that's what it is. Some things may not be, and you know me, you know, I'm open, I'm honest. If I struggle with saying something, it may be because I'm still processing and dealing with the actuality of it being a thing. You know what I mean? So, and then just too, everything ain't, you know, it'll be, I gotta know everything. If it won't affect us today. Now, if it's something like you said, someone that I felt would still try to infiltrate, you know, our situation, our relationship, and our bond, then most definitely I'm gonna give you the heads up. You know I will. Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. And it be at the door. Oh, I need to tell you something too. Such and such.
You remember that dude I said? Yes, ladies. This is good conversation. Like, and we don't do that a lot. We just jump in, and I can honestly say, like I said earlier, I jumped into this relationship not really knowing what relationship, how they work, and what I'm supposed to truly do. So really having to learn someone's ticks and their clicks and their likes and their dislikes, like even still having to respect in so many ways, submit and respect, you know, submit to your, you know, what your needs and your standards and expectations. Like I ask you all the time, tell me what you see and what you think I need to work on, because I don't always either accept it or I don't always know. Yeah. So I want you to tell me those things. So these conversations I feel like are good, and that's why I wanted us to do this too. You know, because it's real. Like this is the same stuff that we've talked about together. Yeah. We're just doing it in front of people now. So that was good. But I do want to get our friendship back. Like, you know, just kicking it, like sitting in the car, listening to 3 6 Mafia. And I know it's hard because we're so emotionally tied, but I don't want to lose my friend. You know what I'm saying? That person that I can tell everything to, and we can laugh and joke, and then we can jump back into the mushy stuff.
I mean, it can all intertwine together too. It's just you dating your friend, like
yeah, yep. Doing things that we like to do. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta take care of this little serious conversations here and there, but that's just like if we were friends and we talking about life, like we talking about it, but now we together, so we doing it together.
Yeah. Deanna said, I think when you open up about your past, it can tell the opposite sex why you move the way you move and help them to understand you more. Yeah. But I agree.
Because I think I've told you that, because that was the past situation. Like they were secretive about, you know what I'm saying, certain stuff. Then I didn't know stuff until after the fact.
Yeah.
And it would have made me, you know, look at stuff a little different, or not question, or why they act like that, or why they blow up about this all the time. Like I know what they said, but it ain't that serious. But that could have been relationships from years and years and years, and it's just that's what it is. But
I like that, like what you just said. Why they blow up about that? Like the situation last weekend. You know what I mean? I have my thing of shutting down. You know, like it's really, really bad. Like that's my toxic trait.
Shut down like a
man, like Fort Knox. It's really bad, and it's because as much as I can communicate, as much as I talk and express, when it comes to that of being vulnerable, like to me that makes me vulnerable. Having to tell you, like in the moment, how I feel. Now, retrospect, going back, oh yeah, I felt this way, but to say I feel this right now, I still struggle with that. And that stems from, you know, being shut out and abandonment, you know, and things of that nature, not being taken seriously and not being chosen, you know, being in those situationships where I was number 2. And so it really wasn't the emotional tapping into. We we did us. You know, it wasn't they had to invest in my emotions, so they were never hurt. So all I knew was to shut down, deal with them, and pop back out like ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Nah, and I heard you say that before, but I think I'm always still gonna stand on that. Like, you can't, anyone in any type of relationship or anybody saying, well, you gotta communicate. You know what I'm saying? Communication is the key. Shutting down is not communicating. It's not talking through that. Talk to me at that point. I know you mad, so I ain't gonna take nothing serious or personal. So talk to me. Talk to me, so then I know. Like I told you the other day, tell me what's wrong, so then I know what I need to do. If it's nothing that I can do, then I know that. But if it's something that I can do, and you saying to you do this, that, and the other, and this makes me all right, let me keep focused on that and watch and pay attention to that, so I don't do it again or don't let that happen.
Yeah. Jasmine just said something. We feel some stuff should be common sense, but communication rules out assumptions. I can say that, you know, I assume what your response is going to be to me expressing myself. And I can own that. You know, I don't want to see, because you're an emotional person, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, you know, and I don't want you hurting my feelings and us, you know, back and forth. So I'll make the decision to not say anything. But that silence says more than what the actual thing really was, you know.
The silence.
Work in progress. It won't happen overnight, but you can make progress. Absolutely, Quita. How can I love you better?
Not shutting down. Like, not shutting down. Talk to me when those moments and you feel like, and I understand sometimes, like you say, you're just trying to process it and figure out why. No, we can figure out together. Like, it's this, we in this. I know, especially if you're mad at me, you ain't talking because of something I did. You can't figure that out by yourself, because now you finna go off way left field and talk about this and be 6 months of this. Like, oh, we talking about this right now. Like,
Yeah.
That's when those days go on. That's all it'll be doing. It's festering up all this other stuff.
Right.
He did this, and the way to do this. Now everything I do is magnified. Why you leave this water bottle here? Damn it, because I wasn't done drinking the water bottle.
But you leave water bottles like everywhere.
So well, then leave them there. I'll come back and get it.
No, that's annoying.
Correct.
That's annoying.
No, but
I'm working on it. I'm not just saying that. I really, because I don't like it, because it's getting to the point for me where I think it drains me more than you. But you know,
it only messes me emotionally, because it's the walking around. Like, I can be in a good mood. And just the fact that I know when you come home and I can, hey, what's going on? What the fuck? Now my whole day, that
wires me. Because it's like it wires me. That's that very phrase. I hear you going down the stairs, and I'm like, oh, here you go.
Because you know, like that. That's just that. That's how you can love me better.
Not shutting down.
Not shut down.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Everything else is like, you good. We'll talk about other stuff, on the ride home and how you can love people better. But
yeah. Shavonda said, if I were to tell you that I needed to process that, like me telling you, let me process this. But see, Shavonda, the thing is, I can say my processing days can be 3 to 5 to 7 business days. And it could be something as small as him leaving the water bottle out. But to me, though, it's like we've not that like you're supposed to be one and done, but if we've had that conversation before, and here we are having the conversation again, did you really pay attention to what I said the first time? Or is it still, you know what I'm saying, penetrating on XYZ?
No, I just...
Okay, can I just put it out there what it was? What set me off this past weekend?
Yeah,
Because you can
I
say
don't
I don't even know what it was.
I know, but it's
okay. So it was really small, y'all. It was small, but it was big. Okay, so Saturday,
time in too, Tom.
right? No, don't look. See, you looking for that
No.
male that bite that male
women. You chime in. Too.
Women chime in, men chime in, and y'all say what's what. All right. We already established that me shutting down was wrong, but what ticked me off? This is what happened. So Saturday, we went to the grocery store. Me and Mama. I called TJ while we was pulling up to the house, and I'm like, "Hey, we get Trey every weekend, some weekdays, right?" So I was like, "TJ, have Trey come out and help get these bags, right?" So I pull up to the house. Guess who come out the door? It's not Trigger Trey. It's Terry, TJ, his father. I'm like, I rolled the window down, was like, I said saying Trey, because for me, it's me doing two things. We're blending our families, right? So it's me establishing my authority. It's me giving him responsibility because when he comes over, he just chill. He up in the room playing a game. He don't really have to do much. But that's me giving him, some responsibility. So send Trey outside to help get the groceries. He eat. Now he didn't say it with that tone, but that's how I'm saying it. He was like, he eating. For me, Trey sitting in there in the dining room, hearing his daddy interject on his behalf, like, nah, he ain't coming out here because he's eating. I don't care. I said who I wanted to come get the groceries. You know what I mean? So that's what it was. So for me, it wasn't the fact only that he didn't come or he interjected. For me, it was he disqualified my moment of establishing my authority. My authority. And I mean that really because I'm like, we're really working hard to make this, you know what I'm saying, really organic, which it has been, you know what I'm saying, no hiccups or nothing, but I don't say much. I don't ask him to do much. And I felt like this time that I did, you should have just sent him. And his thing was, he had literally just sat down to eat. Okay. He can literally get up and come and get these little few bags. So that's what it was. That's why we didn't do the podcast last Monday, because it was that. And then that rolled over from, like he said, that. And it's me thinking like, just about several other things in the relationship. And, this. Look at Tom. We're plugging this mic up. Come on in. So y'all be honest. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Now, even with her explanation on why, if we were in the house together and Trey actually heard her tell Trey to come get, and I responded, then I can understand why she felt that way, because then he like, my daddy said, I'm eating, so I ain't got to go get them. He didn't know what was going on because he didn't hear me on the phone. And the only reason I said that is because we had been gone all day. And he was at the house, whatever.
We were not gone all day.
We had been gone all morning. We didn't get home, and I didn't start cooking until about 5. It was 6. It was late.
Okay.
So whatever he had ate during that time, let me go ahead and because her mama was gone. Let me go ahead and make this up. So he can eat.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
That whole scenario that you had painted about the reason why you wanted Trey to come out to the car. Have you ever had this conversation with TJ of how you wanted to blend the family?
Yeah, we've talked about it. We've talked about, my reservations with saying stuff and just making sure that, because I try to read body language and demeanor, and I know he's not 100% used to someone else outside of him and Trey's mom and his, your family being around him. So I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, not on eggshells, but I kind of, jump in, jump out, try to play it out. Because you'll say, you cool.
And this is in front of however many people was watching.
38.
It's a lot.
That's
definitely one you see now.
Right.
I really be wanting her to say, if you see something, make that relationship with him. I can't make it. I don't want to make it. I want you to get that. So don't I know you ain't finna go in here and tell him nothing wrong. I've watched you raise me, so I know what you gonna tell him. I kind of know, you know what I'm saying, how you look at stuff for. So it ain't nagging or anything. It's not you going against what I'm saying or how I'm parent. No, he here with us.
And that's it too, to establish that he's got his mom's house, he's got our house. You know what I mean? And it's just to let him know that you may not have to do, or you may have to wash the walls down at your mama's house, but over here you may only have to take the garbage out. So I just, and it could have been, and I had to really think about it, if there were other things that led up to that, to me feeling that moment. But it really was that moment, like, you should have just sent him out.
I see both sides of the coin. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the extent of your blow up, but knowing the women in my life, I can kind of imagine the extent of the blow up. But I do think you may have overreacted a little bit.
I can own that. I can own that.
You have reasons to feel the way you did, but to the point where you ruined the rest of your day for that moment.
3 days.
It was a lot of days. And then, because like I said, it was just going back.
The 13th to the 15th.
Because it took me to, like I said, about our upbringings and the lack of responsibility that I had coming up, and the lack of responsibility that I felt, and we've shared that you've had. So we're trying to break that narrative and that cycle of and I'm a deep thinker, so it's bigger and deeper than what the thing is. So yeah, I took it. I can own that, but the intention and the sentiment behind it was really just like, I wanted him. That would have made me in that moment feel like, okay, I not like I'm the big bad boss, but
he'll do anything.
Yeah, I do.
You told him. You helped him the other day wash your clothes. You showed him how to wash his clothes. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, it was. And so I'm gonna have to really look at.
It's water under the bridge.
I only have just one thing to say.
What's that?
and this was taught to me by both my mother and my father when dealing with situations like this. Pick your battles. Okay. At the end of the day, you both collectively are raising a tribe. Okay. Because you had a son before TJ, you had Trey before her, and y'all have one together, right? Y'all are going to have y'all days where the other person has to be the adult in a situation that they did not create. Pick your battles. Because just like he said, you had your moment about him not coming to get the groceries, but you had your moment with learning to teach them how to wash his clothes. You're going to have those moments that the kids are all going to look at you in the parental position, no matter what it is. Lucky for me, both my girls have the same parents, but we're like y'all. She came from a very, very disciplined family. I came from a risk reward kind of a family, sum it up in a nutshell. Okay. So with us and our girls, we constantly bump heads on what we allow and what we don't allow, but we also learn we got to pick our battles. Yes, the girls are over here probably destroying their room, but do I want to fight them about destroying their room and take away their freedom, the creativity that we've given them, or do we want to teach them how to have their creativity in structure? So pick and choose your battles before, once again, it goes from a 3-day to a whole entire month.
Yeah.
And then, because you got to remember, no matter what, all the kids see this.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. And they feel it.
Right.
Yeah. That's good.
All I had to say.
No, that's good. Tyrese, let me go back to his. Tyrese, and just to sum it up, he was like, it could have been an example for you, TJ. Tyrese said, you could have told Trey, come on, let's go get these bags. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what is inviting all different outlooks on it. It was just it could have been handled different. It didn't have to go that deep for both of us. But like I said, it's more to it than that. It's deeper than that. But yeah, that's why we, just doing that and me not shutting down. That goes back to, I know I'm a very large person. Yeah, perfect. And I'm not the dominant one in the relationship, but TJ feeds off of my energy more than I feed off of his. And I like that, but then again, I don't, because that's a lot of pressure, for me to not have my days, and I did verbalize that a few years ago where, I deal with mental health, what I'm saying, issues sometimes where I kind of go so deep in, it's like a downward spiral. So there may be a day where I'm cool and I'm kicking it. And then it's a moment where you come back and you're like, where you go? You still there? And I'm not. So, but you've gotten so much better with allowing me to have those moments, unless it's something about you. Then that's where we have an issue. But we're pushing through it. Right. Let's see. Let's go through some of the comments here. Yes, pick your battles. Oh, y'all are in here. I love it. Pick your battles wisely, and those battles should not be felt or saying yes. And I think we do. Let me see. Let me be honest. I think I do better with that than you. Because you will say stuff and start conversations, and you have, and I'm like, we're not talking about that right now. Specifically in front of Trey. Tatum ain't paying us, neither one of us, no attention. Right. Mitch is in Memphis, so he's not there, but so more so like we'll be in a car or something, and you'll spark up something, and I'll ignore you then only because I'm not talking about it in front of a child. I wasn't raised around that, and I'm not gonna do that to him. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Could have been something else that was bothering you. I would have to go back to that moment, Deanna, to see. I don't think so. I think I was pretty good. And you know what? I think it may have been. And it could have just been my own life, having a moment in life and just where I am personally. And that things didn't stroke my ego in the way that I needed it to at that moment. You know what I mean? Like I said, I needed to know that he'll listen to me, which I know he will. But in that moment, that would have gave me that I needed to push over, and then when it didn't go over the way I needed to, it was like, oh, you're worthless or nothing. It was just all another way. So, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Not good. It should not have went so far to cancel the show, the grocery. I know y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm owning all of it. Like, and I thought about it, but like I told him, I felt if we would have come on the show last week, it would have been raw and real, but it would have been more raw.
Resolve that day.
Maybe, yeah.
We wouldn't have, because you're not holding it in.
No, but I'm talking with a different tone now than what I would have then too.
What, anger? Frustration? Yeah. Oh, well, that's
all right. Well, we're going back to February 13th. We're gonna start over tomorrow.
Shit.
No, I own that, y'all. I do. I canceled the show because I just needed to, process what I was really feeling, and that's me getting out of that. I don't always have to process what I'm feeling over an extended amount of time. I can at least let you know what I'm feeling, and then we just deal with it from there. At least I'm going to try. So don't purposely make me mad to test it. Let it just happen organically. All right. So if we can, and while we're in that arena, we've gone through things, you know what I'm saying, that are triggering for me. Very much triggering still. And I want us to be real and honest and open. And I hate, if you know, but a lot of people know, we've dealt with something more recently, you know what I'm saying, that was like was a huge, like, man, that was it, y'all thought I canceled the show. I canceled the show back in July. It was done. Our show, the Elle and TJ show, was canceled, man. So if I have to be honest, like when things like last Saturday happened, it's only a matter of time, before what we gonna call it? The
infidelity, all that.
Infidelity, you want to just put it out there?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what's up. Before what happened. You know what I'm saying? And I don't wake up every day with this thing on my mind, because if I'm honest, we've worked through the hard parts. The worst of the worst is over. We've accepted that it happened because, y'all know my views. We're human. We're attracted to people, and we make decisions, we make choices, and sometimes we don't think with the right things. And when that happens, that causes the people that you love to be caught up in the mix. So put that out there. I don't believe that it was intentional to hurt me. I know it wasn't. But I was just kind of caught up in your test of your ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I don't even like talking about it.
Well, we got to talk about it.
I know we have to talk about it.
I got to put it out there.
I mean, it's out there, but it was just like a silly decision. Like, really, it ain't just because I got caught or anything like that. If I was just thinking about it, yeah, that was because I love you too much. And everybody say, it's the cliches, you don't do nobody like that you love, but no, this one was different. Like, I've done things before, like I told you, to where me trying to make stuff right with that person was just, it wasn't solely for them. It was saving face of what people thought, or this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's people here, in this situation with me and you, what I'm saying, that make me want to make it work, but it was more you, like the way I made you feel, like just playing it back in my head, and the looks that I got from you was like, I never wanted this person to look at me like this, like, but you looking at me like, if looking at me at all.
Right. I was just about to say, because at one point I wasn't looking at the TJ that I knew.
Yeah,
I was looking at you in the physical, but I wasn't looking at, like, this ain't my TJ. No. I was looking at someone different. So in a weird way, that helped, because that helps me. That let me know it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't a conscious decision. It couldn't have been. In the aspect of you intentionally want to do that or whatever. And one thing, like I told you, I refused to take on with that situation was, what did I do? Because we'll do that to each other. Like, what wasn't out of you? What did I fall short? And it was nothing that I did. And even though it were things that happened, what I'm saying, let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? It was things that happened prior to that with me, flirting and doing different things, inboxing, that could have been said, well, you did that, so I'm gonna go and do this. Nah, not even that, because we were working through that too. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, just that part, and us continuing to work through this journey, you know what I mean? And I can publicly say, like, I'm good. I still deal with it because of the who, and the where. And it's the where. It's the where for me. It's the where for me. But you know what? Like, I heard a post today, like a TikTok, and it was like, I prayed and asked God to make me strong. And he sent me through some of the toughest, situations to build my strength. And so we prayed, and we say we want this true, authentic relationship that we want people to look at and say, like, wow, we want that, but then we don't want to go through the things like that it requires for that to be true. Like, people need to see this. It's not to, and I was one to say, like, because of the whole situationship thing, like, all right, that's what we own, and that's what we own. Yeah. And what we say, ladies, I'm gonna get my lick back. We're gonna go get our lick back. You know what though? What's your thoughts on that?
Nothing. There's no thoughts on it.
Come on. Come on.
I am. I'm here. There's no thoughts on it. That link back, glory be to God, didn't happen. But like, I really have no emotions behind it. It's just, the what if I don't even want to think in my head because it's
Have we not made it? Like, have we?
no had to get back happened and all that, like,
Mhm.
because I know
Oh, yeah,
you would have
yeah.
told me, you would have said something to me just to really stick it in harder, but that would, I don't know.
And that's so
It's
frustrating because men, y'all truly cannot take what y'all dish. Like, to hear you say that, it kind of makes me mad a little bit that you would be so crushed. Because I remember you saying it about a guy I dated and dealt with. You was like, if you were to ever go back and mess with him, then that would end us. That would, you know what I'm saying? You stand on that 10 toes, like, but y'all can't take what y'all, I don't get it. But I know your take on it though. You'll say women are we
yeah,
receive.
y'all receive.
Give them your talk about that, like your viewpoint on when it comes to men and women. We're receivers and y'all are givers. I think it's interesting. I don't agree, but I think it's interesting for people to hear.
You don't think
I don't agree with it
because I heard it say someone else say it, so I know I'm not explaining it right, but I know exactly what he means when he say, you know what I'm saying, y'all receivers, so you're like a deposit bank, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like the Q-tip and the ear type thing. Would you rather be the Q-tip or would you rather, be the ear? Like, that analogy of it is just the thought. The thought of it is
the Q-tip and ear is either one. The Q-tip, I get what you're saying.
so it's just one of those like, nah, I can't. But then
But you being the Q-tip to somebody else's ear though. Y'all be the Q-tip to other men's ears.
No.
But you know what I get what you're saying. Like, we should be more cautious of, and I get it, yeah, because just the whole just the physical part of it. Like, we're a lot more open to things and bacteria and all when you want to get technical.
Yeah, and it's a lot to it. So, and then it's just, and I can always be like, yeah, I wouldn't mess with you or do that. And it'd be like, if I really was in that situation, I probably would.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I deserve it. Tank didn't write the song for no reason.
Yeah.
Maybe I deserve that because I did do something to you that made you not licking me totally different, not pay me no attention to where it was like.
What Michael Jackson say on This Is It, that tour he was supposed to do before he left us, It was over. And I never thought that I would be sitting here again because I was adamant, like, I ain't doing all this and that. But I'm telling y'all, like, it's not about love per se, but what's supposed to be is gonna be. You know what I mean? I love you nonetheless, like, no doubt. But it's not just the love, it's the connection. It's like, I know, like I said, when I would look at you, I wasn't looking at my TJ. This was somebody else that was going through like a life transition. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like the who. I'm gonna try to stay out of that thing. But man, you know what I'm saying? It's always like, go to Racine, go to, Chicago. You know what I mean? That's what you and I like. Like you always say, you don't want to be dapping it up, shaking hands with a dude that at me. You don't want that. So, but I think that that pulled out the real for us. Like, that was the thick of it. We're still in some ways in the thick of it because now, like, we're in couples counseling, now. Whoop, whoop. We had our first session, or whatever. So we're in couples counseling and allowing us to lay all this stuff out And I think we're in the healthier part of the thick of it, where we
Yeah.
really, if we're gonna do it, then we're gonna do it right. You know, it's not gonna say we still gonna be perfect, but we're not doing that no more. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm good. I hope you good.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. So
Yes, I am.
yeah. Well, I appreciate you being honest and open and not, you know, how do you feel about sharing that, you know,
I
and
feel like
because you
crap.
know all, but see, and that's what and it's kind of weird because I don't want you to feel bad, but I don't want you to be sitting up here like, yeah, I did it, I done it,
No,
and
and
you know what I
that's
mean, cocky about it either. But I don't want you to feel
it'll never be
bad.
one of them like, no, yes, it was done and I'm moving on. And no, I feel bad, like it just happened. Like,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? So just to talk about it and it brings it up is it's one of them icky feelings, and it's one of those regretful. Like I told you, we'll forever regret doing that, making that
mhm.
decision to put us here, or you know what I'm saying, get us in that place to where now we gotta redo this and get back to here and
Yeah.
get that back. Not, you know what I'm saying, that we wasn't in the process of just doing that to better our relationship, but like you say, I always said we was good, so
Yeah.
I didn't have a reason to do it. It was
Mhm.
just
It was just done, and it was done is done. And I
yeah,
think it set us up for now. Like I said, we can continue to. We need to talk about it, but not with the intention to stay there. Like I think he said that in counseling, we think about it and we let it go.
yeah.
You know, have a conversation if it triggers something, and let it go. We choose to move forward. I'm choosing to move forward. You know what I'm saying, with you, because you know, like I rock with you. There's more good about you than there is the bad. The pros and the cons.
Mhm.
The pros outweigh the cons. You know what I'm saying? That's not who you are. That's just something that happened. And that's
Right.
and if we're honest about it, my shutting down, not to say we're gonna try to compare everything, but you know, me shutting down the way that I do and you doing that, like you could truly walk away from someone who's not emotionally open. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's different things, and it's just us being mature and understanding that like my thing is not better than your thing. It's a thing that affects our relationship.
Yeah, it
And we just
does.
gotta grow, you know, keep growing. But don't push.
Yeah, if you do that shit,
Yeah, no. Ah, Mackie said not go rate. Show went got that sugar. um, yeah, let's see here. Let's go back. How much time we got left, Tone? Okay, we got about 10 more minutes left. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Y'all are out here. I appreciate y'all so much. It was a confession to the people publicly. I can feel through your conversation that you hurt because you hurt her. Yeah, he does. And that and to go back to like the love language, if I ever questioned his love for me, it would be when we talk about things like this. You know, he tells me all day and he shows me through his adoration for me and my body. It's never a question about him accepting me truly for who I am, but it's in these moments where he's done something to truly hurt my core and I see his response to that, that reassures me. And that makes it like, you know, I'm not in a negative way, but I'm obligated to love him back.
yeah.
I'm obligated to love you back because of the way you know, love me through this moment. It wasn't selfish like I did. You never once made it about anything that I did or nothing or shortcomings. You just accepted that it happened. Never made excuses. You were honest from the beginning. That helped a lot. Um, accepted the everything that came with it. You know, so yeah, that was it, Quita. Oh, Yogi, we love you. We love you. We appreciate like and truth like to all of my a lot of y'all are on here. You know, my core, and I have a lot of women who are married, you know, who I leaned on more so than my single friends. And even my single friends, like you, I know you know, but like it was very few people that was like, F that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was like, walk away. Out of my core, there were more people rooting for us and saw this as a situation that would fly over than they did like, oh, it's a wrap. You know, so just to, let you know that, like, it was a lot of people who were really holding me up and feeding me with advice. And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? I grew and matured through that.
You did.
So let me catch a couple more of these. Let's see. April. Oh, that was good. I feel lighter. You like, good for you?
No, I do. It's just one of those, like, yeah, I did, and let's go on to the next. But
well, we gonna have to figure that out.
no, I mean, like, I'm good. I ain't finna be down and moping and carrying on. Like, it's just.
But I think your response and your true healing from it is the other part to us really fully getting over it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be like, I'm good over here, but the moment that I see you're not fully over it, it don't pull me back to a certain, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is it that you're still, and that's maybe something you gotta deal with on your own.
It's just like going over, like, I think it bothers me so much because I do love you so much. So when I do hurt you and I get that reaction, it's like, hey, man, like, that was dumb.
It was real dumb. It was real dumb. Real dumb. Lily said she wanted to tussle. I wanted to shit, y'all. I wanted to tussle. I did tussle. We tussled.
Yeah.
We tussled a little bit, but it's all good though. It was a talk of the town. Yeah, it was, and we won. And it wasn't about people. Like, I think, and it was a very public situation. I feel like, because folks some people want to see you do good, and there's some people who just want stuff to happen.
Right.
And I think us pushing past that and growing stronger from that, something we're gonna deal with.
No, let me stop. I'm good, y'all. I'm really
He good. We good today. All right, we're gonna move on from that. All right, April asked, music within relationships, how do you balance it, support each other, blended families? I think we touched on the blended family part. We really didn't have to. Mitch was here for maybe the first 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that was different because he was about the same age as Trey is now. Yeah. Yep, they both came. Well, no, Trey was younger then. He was like 7 or 8. And it was different for him because he was coming from like a 2-parent home, like his mom and his dad. And then Mitch was coming from a single parent home with now having the man coming into the house. Mm-hmm. And I think from the jump, I wanted you to establish like that,
just that
presence, like take him to the basketball and talk to him, and because he didn't give me no pushback or nothing. It wasn't nothing like that.
Everything he did, I was taking to the games and
drums and stuff. Yeah,
so that was definitely a connection for us, was the drums and just this conversation starter. Period. Sharing music, we still share it to this day. So,
yeah. I think we're doing that. We just made a mat. So y'all make sure y'all follow Who You Be Custom Mats. That's our mat making company. And we just made a mat. It's so cute. It's blended and blessed. Because like we're really big on that. We've got Tatum, like he's kind of like that mutual ground, and he ties everybody together. We were almost gonna bring him, but we wouldn't have been able to get through this conversation with him here. Exactly, not at all. But music, like that's what connected us. Like, man, music, and it still is. Like we communicate a lot. You communicate more than I do through music.
Now,
yeah. So we sing together all the time. Like if you see him 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see me. So that's what connects us. We've got so many songs, Latched and Craters, and what's some of our other
Never mind.
Abrasive, Adam Ness,
Yes.
and oh, there are times when
that's
you
number
need.
one.
That's it. That's it. That Common song. That's our motto.
That was our very first one because it's just harmless.
Mm-hmm.
Like it didn't put a title on it or nothing. It's just listen. If you ever need somebody,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like no matter what.
I want y'all to listen. The title of this show is Joy and Pain, Sunshine and Rain. You know, all my show titles have like music, they're song titles. So this one is Joy, Pain, Sunshine and Rain. But TJ wanted it to be John Mayer, You Love Who You Love. So if you have time to look that song up, John Mayer, You Love Who You Love, and listen to the lyrics of that song. What's that?
You know, Joy and Pain is actually the B-side.
Is it?
It's actually the B-side to what you call it. I Wanna Rock.
What?
Get the heck out.
Wow. Did y'all hear that?
Perfect.
So Joy and Pain is actually on the B side of I Wanna Rock Right Now. On the hip hop joint, it's on the B side. See, God, it's all aligned. It's all there.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Quick.
Huh?
Give us a tune real quick.
Give us a tune real quick. Okay. We're going to close out by singing to them real quick. Now, y'all know I'm on vocal rest. Hold on.
Right. She ain't authorized to sing today.
Craters? We'll do Craters? Or what? Come on. We only got 4 minutes.
This is something simpler.
What? Best part?
I'm iffy on that one. What's the other Kendrick song we do?
I'm sick of them.
I'm sick of it.
I'm so sick of Kendrick family. So y'all give us a suggestion, comment. Sis, we don't really sing that one, sis. We sing it, but we don't sing it. Like, you know, to harmonize it.
Let's do
Best part. April said best part.
sure.
Okay, what's the key? Hold on. You are my Tamara said. You missed your shout out, Tamara. Shouts out to Delicious Bites. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out on Wednesday,
Nothing
February the
even matters.
22nd. Delicious Bites by Corey and Tamara White, 6538 West North Avenue, y'all. Beautiful space. I'm so excited for them. What up, Adi? Shouted y'all out to Growing Nation this Saturday at the Cooperage. Sasha want us to do Craters. Tyrese Beyonce. Happy belated birthday, cuz.
Craters.
We ain't got that much time left. Want to do
All
Craters?
Craters. Come
Okay.
on. I guess I gotta find we're gonna just do it
Come on, brother.
without
Yeah.
the music.
Yeah.
Like craters on the moon. Your love has made it spark. When you crash into my heart, you hit me like a shooting star. I'm crazy over you. Can't you see it in the sparks? Shines brightly in the dark. Your love is like a I can't get away from you. Can't keep me away from you. We belong together like craters on the moon. Craters on the moon. Sing it, baby.
I can see the stars blazing like a fire. You're beautiful, inspires me to be right where you are. I can't get away from you. I can't keep me away from you. We belong together like craters on the moon. craters on the moon.
Ah,
I missed the whole verse.
right. Come
You-
to her show Friday, and she'll make it up to you.
All right, what's next? Come on, I feel like singing tonight.
Ain't that
I'm just-
something?
No, I'm just playing. Yes. What's up? There go our pastor. Well, my pastor. He ain't your pastor.
Our pastor. Hey, Pastor, how
Pastor
you doing?
Williams, my sis Jonelle on here. Thank you all so much for. Hey, Lena, R&B Live coming up March 26th. Y'all make sure you get y'all tickets. It's going down. Thank y'all so much. So very much. Oh, Charlie. Yes, y'all, for real. If it's somebody out, I'm gonna leave. Ooh, I'm all over the place. Let me gather myself. I get so excited. Just to close us out, to really back in. This was real. Thank you for joining me.
Anytime.
Thank you so much for loving me.
Always.
Thank you for choosing me, and seeing me, flaws and all, and accepting me and pouring into me. I really, truly, I don't say it enough.
Come on here.
But I do. I really do appreciate you. And I could not imagine doing life with nobody else. Some days. But yeah. Right. On that note, y'all, make sure you all share. And I will see you all on the next episode on the B-side.
Peace.
Peace out.
I let my tape rock to my tape hop. I let my tape rock to my tape hop. I let my tape rock to my tape hop. I let my tape rock to my tape hop.